Hi, I'm Robert Resch. Welcome to the Asurface Show, where we share useful information for architects and developers, general contractors, and other industry-related professionals. We're here today with Kristen Ortiz from Haustile. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, Rob. Hi, everyone.
Hey, so for those of you who don't know, Kristen is a principal at Asurface, and she's gone out and set up a tile manufacturing company in Kentucky, headquartered in Tennessee.
Correct, Nashville.
So tell us a little bit, what was the impetus? What got you started with Haustile?
So my partner and myself really saw a lack in what was being produced with porcelain floor tile. You see a lot of decorative wall tile, but not a lot of very interesting floor tile, especially with porcelain. And we really saw, with the ability of the technology that's out there today for digital printing on ceramics, a need for some, more design-forward motifs in porcelain, and especially stuff that's produced here in the United States. Not any printed porcelain that is anything like what we're doing.
So you realized there was a hole in the market with really everything's the same, right? You porcelain tile, it looks like stone, it looks like wood. It's just flat, it's monochromatic.
Right.
There's really not, aside from maybe some cement, encaustic cement tile, really isn't anything that's like fashion forward, cool design, and that's something you guys have really been able to capture.
Right.
So you had this swimming around in your head, right?
Right.
Like, here you are, you're a creative director, and you're working with designers, and so this opportunity presented itself. And how did that come about?
It was just a kind of stroke of luck. We acquired a company that was producing in Kentucky that went out of business, and we've been in the tile industry. My partner and I, we have combined experience of over 30 years. She as a manufacturer of handmade tile, mine more on acquiring and selling tile, and also in installation. So I think the two of us bring different attributes to the company that really work well, and we're both also designers and artists. So we pretty much check all the boxes of what we're putting out there, a really good quality product, but also very design forward and different.
Sure. I want to talk about this for a minute, and I don't want to minimize how cool this is. Because
Right.
what you guys do, what you've created, is something really, really unique, and it's really, really cool, and it's really, really different. And I think to have the ability that you guys have to come up with these designs, where does the creative process start? How do you decide, what you're going to create, what you're going to put on
Right.
the tile? What's that process like?
It's pretty cool because like I said, we're both artists, and we also have some more in-house designers, and we also are really passionate about launching collaborations. We just launched a collaboration with an artist called Darren McGee, and his Instagram handle is Real Fun Wow. And really being able to be nimble to be able to print all kinds of different aesthetics. So not only are we doing our in-house design, we're doing these collaborations with up and coming artists, known artists. Pretty much have the ability to do all kinds of different aesthetics, like I said. And my partner has a different style than I do. I'm more of a fine artist. I like more organic stuff. So staying with stuff on trend, but also trying to push the envelope on different designs that you aren't seeing that we feel like we can set trends for.
Sure. So is there possibilities if a design team wants to do something for a big commercial installation, they have an idea for a design, can they collaborate with you on that design, or are you in a box that you can only produce what you guys come up with?
No, we can pretty much print anything, which is really cool. We offer a 12 by 12 tile. We're coming out with an 8 by 8. We can also do other sizes. But as far as collaborations with custom, we've worked on a bunch already, and it's really cool to be able to not only bring our design team, but also work with other designers.
Sure.
Or other architects that have vision, they want something done. we can pretty much print anything, and the possibilities are pretty much endless. Like I said, the technology is so advanced, what you can print today. If I had a picture of you, I could print your face on a tile.
Right.
So we can pretty much do anything, and our design team will work with, depending on the project, what the needs are.
Sure, and we haven't talked about this too much. Is it ceramic? Is it porcelain? Is it floor? Is it floor tile, wall tile, both? What is it?
It's porcelain. It's the hardest wearing material as far as tile goes out there. We have a really great product. It is suitable for light commercial, residential. So you can put it in your restaurants. You can put it on your walls. You can put it in hotels. We also have, the ability for high traffic areas to add a higher grit level for a higher cough rating.
Right.
You could have it in a high traffic area, in a workplace or a casino or a hotel next to a pool. Since it's porcelain, it can go outside.
Sure.
So it's pretty much can be put anywhere. So we're really excited about that.
That's fantastic. Who's your typical customer?
Yeah, well, right now, we have many residential projects going on, but we're seeing a lot of specification in workplace. I think with COVID and people coming back to the office, and like the WeWork scenario where you have these really cool spaces where people really want to come back to work. Designers are specifying workplace to be less boring and more exciting, and I think our tile is like a perfect fit because it really will bring life to any space and good design.
Sure. So you're complete 100% woman-owned company?
100% women-owned, like I
U.S.
said.
manufactured.
U.S. made, which is I think very valuable in these times, with supply chain and getting products that are made here in the United States like we're doing, no one's doing.
Right.
And we're very competitive in price. We're a mid-range tile, and I think it's priced very reasonable for what it is. And I think we have a lot to offer people.
Sure. What's the typical timeline of someone, say, 5,000, 10,000 square feet of tile? If someone placed an order, what could they expect? Is it 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks?
Right. It all depends on the project. I mean, we guarantee a typical lead time for most projects to be a quick 2 to 3 week turnaround. But depending on the project, if it's a 10,000 square feet job, it could probably be 4 weeks.
Sure.
So, but we very much stand behind what we promise, and we're willing to work a little bit harder to get a project out there. So
Right, yeah.
but quick lead times.
Sure. Well, if you're an architect and it seems to me like any type of hospitality project would be a really great application, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, workplace, hospitality, restaurants,
hotels, casinos.
multifamily. We're seeing a lot of amenity spaces. I think a lot of multifamily now have, they have gyms and they have, pet spas and they have cafes. So we're seeing a lot of specification for amenity spaces
Sure.
for multifamily, and even in the units to have some fun, unique products in there.
Yeah, I've got 4 of your tiles in my house, just sitting up against the wall, and they're so cool. It's almost like you don't think about, or I don't anyway, think about the tile first, right?
Right.
Like when you're designing a room, you think like, oh, this, or the layout of a room. You think, wow, this couch would be really cool, or this painting would be really nice in this
Right.
room, and I'd like to design this room around this artwork. With your tile, you can really design the room around the tile.
Absolutely.
Like I was thinking like, wow, this would be such a cool mid-century, a cool modern tile that's unlike anything else.
Right.
And I was picturing all the furniture that could sort of go around this tile. And it's kind of...
Right. You use that as your focus. Like, it's your
Right.
starting point. Like, I think a lot of people don't think of your floor as that. And we're trying to shift that conversation and really push the envelope on like how you design your space and what tile can bring to your space, and really work from your floor as your starting point as almost like a work of art.
Yeah, yeah.
And the stuff that we have is just so unique and different that why would you not want to do that? You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's really fantastic about it. If you want to learn more about Haustile, click the link below. You can check out the Asurface website. We have a link to Haustile on the website. If you want to get a hold of Kristen, her contact information will be below. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks.